With every year that passes, the number of eyewitnesses to that tragedy continues to get smaller. But the memories of those 30 victims are set in stone at monuments at McConnell Air Force Base and here at the crash site.
Let's never forget. Let's never forget the worst tragedy that's ever happened in Wichita.
However, for decades, there was no memorial anywhere, and it seemed this disaster was on the verge of being forgotten. As soon as 2 days after the crash, the idea first came up of erecting a monument at the site, but time passed and nothing happened.
I think the time had to do a lot with it. Look at 1965 America. There was so much going on in 1965 that when you encapsulate this tragedy, it almost seems as if it's a drop in the bucket. I'm not minimizing the event at all, but there was so much going on that it sort of gets lost.
The scene at 20th and Piatt was cleared within a year and became a vacant lot. The city of Wichita acquired the property in 1971 and turned it into a park, but there was no sign, no indication to visitors of the horrific tragedy that had happened here and the lives that were lost. After persistent pressure from survivors, the city finally named the area Piatt Memorial Park in 2004, but there was still no marker to explain why it was named that.
People say it's been a white neighborhood, it's been one there a long time ago.
Finally, in 2001, the Air Force erected a memorial at McConnell to honor those in the plane and those on the ground who were killed. It was meant to be accessible to everyone. But 3 months later came 9/11. From then on, military bases became off limits to the general public. Then in 2004, freshman state representative Aletha Faust-Godot got involved in efforts to erect a monument at the crash site.
I don't know. Some people say, others, the powers that be, who had the money and the means to place a monument at the site, that they just didn't care about that community.
Faust-Godot helped assemble volunteers, collect donations, and secure grant money to build this $100,000 granite memorial and place it in the park in 2007, more than 42 years after the deadly disaster.
What I've learned from this is that it brought a lot of people together, is that regardless of why it's just happened, I think it's a way that we can build on the future, that all of us here now who experienced this tragedy, when we're dead and gone, the children that come behind us will be able to read what's there on the monuments and the bricks that are displayed at the actual site.
You're going to see that monument, and you can read on it what happened, because there's a statement on there telling you about that cold January morning, about 9:30 or 9:33. Here come that big KC-135 jet tanker. Boom, and everybody's gone. Life has changed. It's nothing like it was going to be. It's nothing like it would have been. It's changed forever.